Now, very many people will find it to be difficult, for instance, to accept his own fact that I'm going to tell you now. And that is that Obi won Borno State. This was from intelligence, Nigerian intelligence.
Nigerian intelligence?
Yeah, well, they won.
But the result on paper?
Of course, was vastly different. So,
when you say Obi won Borno State, how?
Well, I'm not happy about it, but over 1/3 of Borno is Christian, right? And then I think the youth factor, was a large part of it. I keep on telling people that I have nothing to gain from it. In any case, it has happened, it has happened. We were in the, what do you call it now, the situation room. When we were in the situation room on the day of the elections, the results we were getting from all over the country will start to surprise you.
Can you tell me?
Yes, sir. We are getting results from Borno, maybe Katsina and all these people, showing that Obi was winning in all these polling booths. So I ask people, are those sending those results? Are they sending it to deceive us? It doesn't make sense to me that they will send that kind of result to us if it is not true. But as I said, look, there are some things that I mentally struggle with in Nigeria, the foolhardiness, or the substitution of truth, objectivity, with gossip, with rumors, with, you see people posting as if I don't want them, what do I call them? On the intelligence or whatever, who don't know a lot about Nigerian politics, presuming to be authority, on Nigerian politics. So, but there was that confusion. People were surprised. So it's not that, okay. About 8 public opinion polls was conducted before the presidential election. The most credible of them was CNN. It gave 41% to Peter Obi that he will win the election. The next person got 21%. So first, you have to assume that CNN, they didn't know what they were doing, or they want Obi to win to come. What vested do they have in giving that result if it is not true? Tell me. The same thing with Bromberg. 7 out of the public opinion that came out explain what apparently happened. But so this is what I tell you.
But remember, public opinion in the last presidential election did not really favor Donald Trump. But by the time the election came, it was a different ballgame.
No. Look, let me tell you something that, okay, I referred back to the opinion polls because it was consistent with the results we were getting.
The results you were getting from the situation room.
Yes, And then secondly, of course, logically, look, we have lost Rivers State. And then, of course, what we saw, when we were during the court stages, how elections are mutilated, INEC that has predicated its efficiency, its integrity, or what do you call it now, the beavers, IRF. They were the one, INEC was the most virulent attack on depending on beavers. I mean, look, you told us that in the integrity over and over and over again. A system you spend billions of dollars on, maybe naira. They threw away that no. Manual with the beavers should not be taken as. This was the argument in the courts. They were saying that the Electoral Act did not preclude manual counting. They were of course they will be, because they were called to evidence. They were the ones undermining any confidence in the beavers, just because of the manipulation that they have done.
There was manipulation?
Everybody knew. Didn't they say so? That beavers collapsed for...
From the result you got in your situation room, who won the presidential election?
And that's what Peter Obi won its answer.
It was a landslide or what?
Well, look, I don't want to use... you see, Nigerians are very funny, and look, I can imagine the way, if I say it's landslide or something, the way they will be talking, ridiculous. Look, here in Lagos, Obi defeated Tinubu by over 1 million votes. They couldn't completely say that he didn't win. They had to bring it down.
Who brought it down?
The INEC. Listen, okay, let me ask you a question logically. Do Nigerian politicians rig elections? Please tell me. I'm asking you now.
You are the politician. Do they rig elections?
Wait. I want to establish a logic for you.
Okay.
Do they?
They do.
The parties, do you believe that practice would not have been put to effect in the 2023 election? That they wouldn't have attempted to rig it? Go on.
So the election was rigged?
Look, this is an assumption. This is any logic. Anybody, unless you want to tell me that the elections were not rigged, you believe there is nothing, absolutely nothing in the history of Nigerian elections, especially the recent ones, that support any logic that they won't do the election.
Is it that Obi was not prepared?
That was coming to the third thing.
Okay.
Third is that he had no capacity. He had zero capacity to rig the election. People are talking about Southeast. How could they have rigged the election? Look, anybody from the Southeast, if Obi gets 99% in all the states of the Southeast, I would say that it is logical. Right? So I've heard people say, okay, the result in the Southeast was 80 support, and of course. So that's what I'm saying, that Obi didn't need, everybody knew. As a matter of fact, the way we behave in this time, in this kind of environment, we say that will be among the Igbo, that anybody who doesn't vote for him is a traitor. That's the kind of thing. So there is nothing you need to explain, about the percentage of the votes that he got in the Southeast. But what I'm telling you is this. Nigerians of rigged according to the ability to do so, which explains the election. Which of the candidates is in a position to influence INEC to sabotage the election?
What happened in Rivers State?
There was, what do you call it, the TPEX result. You could see how tacky. It's like a primary school student wanting to cheat, or putting TPEX somewhere, doing this, Look,
you made the point that the electoral umpire, the security agencies were compromised.
Of course.
In that election.
Of course. Look, I've just told you now that, my, not admiration, my reasons to be on good terms, to like Tinubu, for instance. Well, let's face the fact. Tinubu has a reputation of an election fixer.
You said he has a reputation of an election fixer?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Everybody who gets, regardless of who wins the election, that election, you will ensure that his own party won through. If it doesn't win, they will manipulate it to.
What gives you that impression?
Well, from the results of the election, we have seen in the southwest, in Lagos, everywhere. That is what they do. The judges become compromised, and so on forth. Security agencies become compromised, and so on. And so, it's counterintuitive to believe that another person is contesting presidential election and then leave it to chance or leave it. So, look,